Okay. Burn through those gigs.
They're free.
They're free. Welcome to In the Studio. I'm here with Nathan. I'm Allison, and we are in the new Beatrice Forms workshop.
That's right. Tell us about it.
I will. Yeah, so we're in this new workshop. It is in Frederick, Colorado. We started out with 1,300 square feet. We added 500 with a mezzanine, so we're at 1,800.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting underneath the mezzanine right now in the office. Don't worry, I will give you the full tour in a future episode, but we don't have time today.
Right.
But what do we like about working here?
It's climate controlled.
Oh, it's climate controlled.
I was tired of working in the garage in 10 degrees in the middle of winter.
So let's be clear. Nathan was the only one having to work at negative 10 degrees. We do
Whoa, not negative 10 degrees, just 10 degrees.
10 degrees.
I'm not that tough.
We did not do this to our employees. We actually did have a commercial space before. We just couldn't do any of our fabrication in that space. It was too small, and our production is too noisy with the machines and everything.
Yeah.
So that's why Nathan was stuck in the garage.
That's right.
But now we're in this commercial space and everything is in one place, which is fantastic. We're really enjoying working here.
Yes.
Okay, item number 2, R&D. So we have been very busy over the past 6 months. We have been really deep in the R&D. I don't know if you saw our previous video that we posted a week or so ago, but it was a sneak peek of our full forms. So it's a full form. Full form has
legs,
arms and legs. He's excited about it. Has arms and legs. The arms come off and one of the legs come off. And what's great about having the detachable feature is that it just makes the mannequin so much easier to dress. So that was really important. Before you guys get all excited and want to place your order and are sending me emails and comments, where do I order this, Allison? We are not quite there yet. We are in prototype mode. We have only built a few of these, and one of them is currently being tested in New York City by a commercial apparel brand, and we're still learning. So it'll be a little longer on that. But in the meantime, we have another announcement. Arms. So you can see.
Oh, yeah, arms.
Cue Nathan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of our more requested features is arms. And we figured, hey, we're developing this for full forms. Why not give the option to include this when you order our regular classic half forms that we sell? This is a half form. Doesn't have legs on it, obviously, but now you can have arms. And why would you want this? Well, when you're fitting, obviously if you're working with sleeves, it's really helpful to have arms. The thing about sleeves, and you all know this, you sew, you make clothes out there, when they're attached to the bodice, it makes the bodice hang differently, behave differently. In order to fine-tune the arm size, you really need to have the sleeve attached and the arm in the sleeve. It makes a huge difference. Mm-hmm. And the other cool thing is these arms are actually bendable, which we didn't know exactly how we were gonna do it. Yeah, they're made out of foam and there's no like skeleton inside, so you can actually kind of test things and do things that you might not be able to do with a standard form that has arms. But obviously ours are better than that because this is totally custom based on a 3D scan. So this is a real person here. The person here happens to be Sewstine. You all know Sewstine. She is a historical costumer. She's amazing. She's been working with our forms for a while. And she was the one that originally came to us and said, hey guys, I need some arms. So we made arms.
Well, thank God she's got some arms now.
Let's talk about what's hard about making these, because it seems simple, right? It's not that much foam compared to the bodice, but actually it takes a lot to make the arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little tricky to make. I think starting with the scanning process, the techniques are a lot different than just our normal forms with no arms. When you do the scanning for arms, there's always inevitably going to be some webbing in the 3D model that is between the inside of the arm and the body itself. And it took me some time to kind of refine the process of how to remove that without removing important parts of the arm. Once I got that part of the technique mastered, then what's left is the machining process. And the machining process for arms is considerably different than the bodice itself. The bodice is made on our custom designed CNC machines, and they act like a rotisserie chicken, and the bodice rotates, and a tool comes down and just, it's a subtractive process and just cuts out the shape of the bodice. It's really straightforward. It doesn't take much effort from me or much labor to make a bodice. The arms, on the other hand,
it does take a lot of labor for you to make a bodice. It's just the machine process.
Well, compared to what it takes for the arms.
That's true.
So for the arms, what I actually have to do is I can only make one at a time and it takes a totally different CNC machine. Instead of have a rotary axis, what you actually have is a flat, table, and I actually have to machine. I can only machine one side at a time. So I have to take the arm, I have to machine one side of the arm, and then I have to flip it over and machine the other side of the arm. And to do that properly, there's a whole registration process so that when you flip it over, that they match, right? So that they're not misaligned. And another component here, which was tricky to do, was making sure that the attachment is actually aligned between the arm and the bodice itself. So when you take the arm off, you can see here we have these stainless steel plates here, and these are all water jet cut. They're made out of stainless steel, so they're not going to rust if you're in an environment like San Francisco or New York where you're close to the ocean. And so you also have a recess in this flat part of the bodice here, and then that recess, we actually glue in a wood plate that these stainless steel plates are then mounted to, and they're on both sides, and you need to make sure that they are aligned so they're not, so that they sit, so that the shoulder, when you attach them, that the shoulder naturally flows into the arm. And you can see here the attachment mechanism itself is you've got this keyhole, and then you've got a button on this side, and so they mate really naturally, just like that. You'd think that the arms are easier to manufacture than the bodice, but they actually to do one arm is about 2.5 hours, and the bodice takes about 6 hours. So it actually takes as much time to do 2 arms as it does to do the entire bodice. So
that was surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't anticipate that, and I just think it's counterintuitive. You would think, hey, these arms are they're so small. It's so little foam. They must be a lot cheaper to make than the bodice. Not really.
Yeah.
The next question, I'm sure we're gonna get,
on everybody's mind.
How can we get our hands on some of these arms? To get the arms, one of the things is you need to buy a new Beatrice form. You cannot add this to your Beatrice form that you have at home for pretty obvious reasons. It does not have the mating piece of metal, the receptacle on the other side to attach the arm to.
Right.
It also needs to come from the same scan, and we actually have a new scanning process for a bodice with arms. We need you to wear these arm covers that are made out of the same fabric as our main scanning clothing so that it covers your skin, because plain skin or exposed skin does not scan very well for us. So you'll need that. And so there's a lot of extra stuff here that you didn't do when you originally scanned for your Beatrice. So that's a complication. Plus we need to make sure that everything's gonna match up correctly. So we need it, to do the whole process from scratch, basically. For people who are buying a new Beatrice form, there'll be an arms option. But what we're gonna do to start out is we are doing an early supporter program, very similar to the one we did when we first launched our forms way back in
2017.
So it's been a while since we've done a new product. And what it means is that we are going to offer a discount for help and just getting feedback and, you know, trying it out and just being one of the first people that is using a pair of our arms. Pricing, so when this product comes out, right now, and this could change, right now we are thinking $8.99 for the arms, and that's in addition to the cost of a classic half Beatrice dress form like you see here, which is currently at $15.99. So both of those together.
Yeah.
Can we do
And you
the
get
math?
this, you get a cast iron stand.
And you get a stand. All of our forms come with a stand because you need a stand to use it.
And our signature handle.
Oh yeah, actually those are a big pain to make. So I hope you enjoy them. We love them. We think they have a really nice feel in the hand. But anyway, back to the arms. So what we're gonna offer is $200 off the $8.99. So that's $6.99 extra for the arms, only for our early supporters. And they will be required to do a few things, give some feedback, and they will be fast-tracked. That's the other thing. These forms will be fast-tracked in our system because we've worked really hard to clear the queue to make an opening for all y'all that are getting the arms so that we can test and get some information. So you'll be needing to give us feedback kind of in a hurry. So don't join the early supporter program for arms unless you're gonna use the form right when you get it, like pretty immediately. Okay, and I'll have all those details on our website, which I will link to in the description. We are such pros over here with the YouTube thing.
Oh, I feel so out of touch.
You guys, we're getting used to the YouTube thing. This is new for us. We do not know what we're doing. What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to, it's like, what, smash that like button?
Smash that like button and subscribe. And you definitely want to subscribe because we're going to be sharing a lot of behind the scenes, a lot more information than just what you're going to get through the newsletter. Okay? So this is good stuff, especially if you're ever interested in being a tester for us. Stay tuned here.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
That is it. Oh, I was going to say we're going to limit it to 5 people.
Right.
The early supporter program for arms. So if you want this, get on it. Let me know. Send me an email.
All right.
That's it.
That's it. Good job.
All right. We'll see you next time and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. It's recording.
Oh, spill coffee on him. Yikes. I'd get in trouble.
Okay. Shake it out.
Okay.
Shake it out.
Let's
Shake it out.
Shake it out. Okay. You hold my coffee for me.
Don't be waiting for that because that is like well down the line. If you're excited and you want this in the next year, I would definitely you don't have to worry about, you know, it's going to be dramatically cheaper.
Yeah.
I'll probably edit that part out.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Check out the video that's in the description. Or right here, or right here. I don't know where we put the card. We're new to YouTube, you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Okay.